Hello everyone, hi, this is Briarwood. I'm Pixa. Welcome back to my save file. Long time no see for a tour, but I felt like it was pretty much time for me to do that because I've gotten a lot of work done and I haven't done a tour in a really long time. So here I am to blab blab about my save file for an insert amount of time here. Now, the first lot we are at is actually semi-connected to this lot over here. In terms of these parking lot spaces by, I think, Scoopity. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but SY parking lot texture is what I use to connect these two. And I saw, I think it was Wolfx Streamer doing that in her save. So I decided that that would be a great way to connect these two lots because I was thinking of how to do that. I also did it over here. It does need a bit of touching up over there, but yeah, this is connected to here through the parking lot like I just said. But I did have a comic book store in my save file in a section called the Briarwood Plaza, and as much as I liked Briarwood Plaza, the thing about small businesses is that, well, the game kind of makes it self-explanatory. Like, it works best when it is used with smaller businesses. And what I like to do when I play small business lots in the Sims, which is pretty much all my business slots at this point, is lock the doors for certain places that I want to be quote unquote open for the day, or quote unquote I just want more Sims in a specific area. Like, for example, if I want Sims to let me go down, sorry, crowd up in the laundromat, I will be like, okay, well, I'll lock this door, allow people to go to the bar and the laundromat only, and then I will kind of have more density of Sims. And if I want them to spread out, I'll open all the doors and let them go into any shop they choose. And using the small businesses and hobbies just makes these lots feel so much more alive. It's honestly so much fun and I really enjoy it. But yeah, we have a laundromat here. Here's going to be a very tiny post office. If you remember, if you've been here for a while, I don't know if I have my CC in. No, I don't have my CC in my game, but I did make some recolors. I'll insert some pictures. Some recolors for a post office that I wanted to put in my save file, and I finally have the perfect little spot to make a cute little post office. And I actually have a mod that makes you able to send postcards from the mail. So I will be sending my Sims here to actually send postcards, which I think will be super cute. And yeah, I had a comic book store in my other plaza, like I was saying, and I'm gonna put it here. I like the fact that it'll be a little bit smaller. It's definitely gonna be harder to work with, but I do think I can make something out of that. And over here is actually inspired by a Pinterest picture. I think it's called Hannux. It's a bar in America, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted something really neon and really like kind of trashy dive bar, essentially. And it'll work really well with business and hobbies. I just put a bar in there and the Sims will go in and drink and do all that fun stuff. I'm still debating if I want someone to live here or not. Probably, we'll see. Probably up here. I like the idea of the owner of Hannux being down there, and then I make that person sort of own all of these, but not really. It'll just be like they just own this, but I need them to run all these lots. It's hard to explain this, but hopefully I'm making sense. Because you need a Sim to start a business, to get, you know, all these other places running by giving the other Sims actions that involve these places. Like, for example, I'll give browse and buy, and then the Sims will browse and buy in there. If I put like shelves or like books or something, if I say do laundry, then the Sims will do laundry in here. And then browse and buy will also be apply to this, and then like drink from the bar, and then all of a sudden the whole lot is functional, if that makes sense. Yeah, but anyways, that's this place. If you've been here before, you know that Jody is the Sim who owns my comic book store. I will leave a link below to the character sheets that I've made so far, so you can, you know, get familiar with the characters if you'd like. And yeah, let's move on to the next lot. Okay, so you've probably seen this lot before. We've been here plenty of time. Actually, plenty of time, twice. We've been here twice on this channel. But I have made some updates to the inside, so I want to show you. I also put Chelsea's Lamazon table out here because, of course, I had to put it somewhere. Lamazon, I meant Llama Scouts table out here. It is functional. It is pretty cool mod. Do recommend. But yeah, let's get inside. That's the only thing I did to the outside, pretty much. It's kind of the same-ish. I mean, the windows are a bit different. I'll explain, okay? I'll explain. So, sorry, my buttons are like weird for some reason. Gotta fix that. Anyways, if you saw the last video, you know that this bakery is owned by a sim named Dorothy. Her nickname is Dottie, and this used to be her grandmother's bakery. There's literally books everywhere. Excuse the mess. This used to be her grandmother's bakery, but her grandmother unfortunately passed away, and now it's her responsibility to take in sort of the footsteps of her grandmama. Oh my god. But yeah, I need to start locking the library doors when I have the locking the bakery doors when I have the library open, because it's get ridiculous. But yeah, here's what it looks like. I had to make a few changes because I took some CC out, but I think it still looks like it was owned by an old woman for a very long time for the most part. I have to get Wisteria Whisk back, but yeah, it still has the same sort of vibe. And I recently finished decorating the upstairs. It's not completely done, but I got sort of the layout of the apartment. I really wanted to have a studio apartment up here and not like a separate bedroom, because I just feels like it would make more sense for up here. But yeah, just very, very bare bones, basic house, kind of run down, kind of gross. That's kind of what I wanted for in here, but I think it looks nice in terms of realism. Maybe a few more boxes, a bit more clutter, but it's definitely where I want it to be. Yeah, if you missed that video, I made like a literally 2-hour long video of building this, so do go check that out if you have the time. But this is a library that I've made in my save file called the... What the hell was I calling this? Oh yeah, the Little Red Door. The Little Red Door is owned by a woman named Susan. I haven't made Susan yet, but I know what she looks like in my head. Like, I want very... Like, when you think of a librarian, I want Susan to be the one to pop up in your head. But yes, a very eclectic woman. And I imagine this library used to be like an old law office or something. And she just took some donations from the community and, you know, did some DIYing, and suddenly she made this little library for people to access. And I wanted it to sort of feel old world, like it doesn't belong. Like in my save, it's 2014, and at my school at least, we still had like these big chunky computers when I was a teenager. When I say that, it makes me feel old. I'm not even old. I'm like 21, but anyways, my school had these big chunky computers. I should put like some sticky notes on some. And I felt like it was appropriate for a library that's not super high caliber and just kind of here to get the job done. But I love playing in this lot. It's so fun just to see my Sims interact with, I don't know, just interact so nicely and seamlessly, except the fact that they put books everywhere, but that's besides the point. And look at the train outside the door. Like, just take in the scenery with me for a second. How peaceful and cute is this little library? I'm patting myself on the back real hard right now, but I'm proud of this one. I feel like I put some soul into this. I didn't furnish that bookshelf. If you know me, I hate cluttering bookshelves. It's awful, but yeah, that's a Little Red Door. My names are always so literal, so if anyone has a better one, feel free to let me know. But yeah, I feel like that is a decent name. I don't know if I want Susan to live in the world or if I want her to just be like another character that's sort of less integral to the story. But I like the idea that if somebody's playing in my save file and they happen to see Susan, and they, I don't know, like the way she looks or want to befriend her in the game with their sim, she actually has like a place for them to go back to in a story. And like, I feel like all the owners of things, people who own businesses in my save, should definitely be somewhere in my save, because that just kind of makes sense to me. Anyways, yeah, that's this lot and all the work I've been doing. The flower shop here is still under construction, but I assure you, you will be able to buy flowers from here in a way that is less disruptive and less interactive than these two shells, because it definitely needs the balance. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing back here. I like the table setups, but it's missing, it's missing something. I don't know what, but it's definitely missing something. But yeah, let's move on to the next lot. Okay, I'm sorry if you are an avid viewer or somebody who tunes into my videos frequently. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I felt like I should go over some lots that have just shown up in my save file. I have Pirate Bloom on, so the road is looking crazy. Let me turn the on. Okay. I apologize to the people who avidly watch my videos. This might get a little redundant because you've probably seen these two houses in my last episode of realistic gameplay, but I did want to go over them again just for the people who are probably new. So yeah, this house is called the Den, and it's basically a squatter house. I have a band living here. The band is called Big Mouth, and currently there's only 2 members in that band because the other 2 are on hiatus. But yeah, I just really wanted to build a house that was super run down and I can like really get grungy and gritty with it. I still have a bit more clutter to do and a bit more personal touches, but this build has been a lot of fun, and I really liked just kind of letting go of aesthetics and just making something look as gross as I possibly could. I really enjoy this house, and the outside lawn is my favorite part. Like, look how cute. Well, it's not cute, but it's realistic. Okay, I feel like I did my big ones, but yeah, there isn't really much to say about it other than I guess I can talk about the band and like what each member does and whatnot. So I did go over briefly in my last episode of this save. I don't know. But basically Jacob is the drummer. He's the one who started the band and started squatting here originally. And then he slowly convinced each of his friends, specifically Eli, who plays the guitar, and Rafi, who plays the piano for the band, to join him and like squat in this house. And Jacob literally comes from nowhere. I've landed on the storyline that he's an orphan. So he has no parents or no one to go to and spent a lot of his life in the foster care system. And I actually want to give him foster parents in the game. I know Little Miss Sam has a mod for that, so that would be really cool. But or I could just like use the relationship bit. But anyway, I'm toying around with the idea that he's an orphan and that Eli and Rafi are kind of friends that he's had for a really, really long time. But there is an extra member, as you see for the mic. Her name is Alana, and she's like the lead singer who also recently joined. And Alana has parents, okay? Her parents are not like vanished, but she doesn't have a good relationship with them, and they actually don't even live in, you know, my faux city, my faux Staten Island. Did I mention this area is inspired by Staten Island? But yeah, she doesn't have any family who lives here. Most of her family live in Tomarang, so that's that. no one to really fall back on, so they both have to stay here. They don't have anywhere to go. But Raphael and Eli have family here, they have friends here, they have sort of lifelines in case things get too rough. And they decided that things got a bit too rough. Like Raphael just kind of left and said that, you know, he's having problems back home and like his parents need him or something. Very vague. And Eli literally straight up just said like, this is boobity, like we're not getting anywhere, we live in this squatter house, it's lame, like we're literally starving, we eat pizza and like fries every day, I just can't live like this. He said he can't live like this, so he's gone. I don't know when either of them are gonna come back. I don't know if I want them to be like in the world as like Easter eggs or like walking around if you're playing as Jacob or something. I think that's what I want to do for them. But yeah, I like the idea of a dismembered band, and sort of the story is that they have to come back together. And yeah, also Jacob and Alana don't know each other very well. Alana was actually invited by the other two boys, and Jacob was just like, okay, well, I guess we have a new member, we have a singer, great, that's awesome, because none of the boys can sing. But yeah, they don't know each other very well. I just had a brain fart, sorry. They don't know each other very well, so it would be nice for them to get to know each other. Maybe, I don't know, I guess that's up to you to decide on what you want to do. For my own personal gameplay, I'd like that they like each other, but I don't know. Alana was trying to flirt with Jacob while I was playing, and Jacob is unflirty, so that was not good. That was a disaster. So they kind of just stay away from each other for the most part, but we'll see. I don't know. I gotta sit on it. But yeah, that's this house. I really like it. I love anything dirty and grungy, so yes, let's move on to the next house. I just wanted to show these trees. That's literally it. I put some trees down the middle, and we're missing a building. I took some CC out, so that's probably why. I will put that back. But anyways, we're missing. Let me restart that. Okay, we are on Main Street, and I just wanted to show you guys the new tree additions. They weren't here before, and they're here now. I know trees are not the most riveting content to be seeing right now, but I thought they were important. Okay, like I feel like they really add sort of that New York over covered, how do I describe, like very tree dense urban neighborhoods that I wanted to sort of emulate back here. And yeah, that's pretty much all the updates to the Main Street. Let me know what you think about these trees. Do you think there's too much? Do you think there's too little? Let me know. I am, of course, receptive to feedback, so don't be scared to ring me in the comment section if you think that it looks terrible. But yeah, let us move on to the next place because I don't want to spend too much time talking about trees. Okay, we've arrived at the last sort of section of area I wanted to explain to you, because I'm pretty sure I haven't explained what this is in a video at all. So here I am to explain. So basically this little shell here is a small town bank. Yes, I'm going to stick an ATM here so your sim can come and use that. And I wanted somewhere for, say, if I had sims in the freelance career of any kind, I can have them come here and like quote unquote work in the office. I have them pretend to be like a bank teller, or I can just get a custom career. But yeah, I wanted a quote unquote active place for my sims to come, because I made it into a rec center. So if you can see back here, there are spaces for workout equipment. So I'm thinking this is going to be like a boxing gym. I recently got a boxing sort of ring. Let's see if I can find it. It's going to take a while to load, so give it a second. But I really want it to be like a martial arts arena. I was looking for a mod that would give me some martial arts, but I genuinely cannot find any. So that's a little bit saddening, but I did find this ring that literally fits perfectly in here. I might have to do smart editing and whatnot, but I wanted it to be like a very low key sort of what do I say? Amateur arena where boxers can come and like train and stuff. Maybe I'll do like an outdoor gym section. That can be fun, maybe. But yeah, I really wanted to get some sort of martial arts in, because like, why the hell not? I didn't want a traditional gym because I had a traditional gym. It was nice, but like, I don't know. It was nice, but not nice. I had a good time, but not good enough of a time. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do some sort of outdoor gym here and keep this to like amateur boxing arena. Like, how cool. My brother's into boxing, so maybe that's why I'm like wanting to do this. I don't know, but yeah, I thought it was cool. And then over here we have a little, I'm debating on whether to make this a barbershop or like something, or something else, because we already have a hair salon. It's over there. If you haven't seen a video on it, I made a whole video, so I'm not gonna go over there and bore you with that. But yeah, I don't know if I want this to be a barbershop or something else. Maybe, I don't know. I was thinking a convenience store, but there's already a gas station over there. Like, why would you need another one? You wouldn't. If you have any ideas, feel free to shoot them in the comments as per usual. But right now it's a barbershop. And then here is just a parking garage. Needs to be spruced up a bit. I had more cars here. I don't know where they went, but there's a parking garage. And over here is sort of inspired by Restoration Workshop. You can see the items in there. If I just, there you go. Yeah, I wanted sort of a car repair place. It's good for screenshots. It's also good for just gameplay. If I can pretend like my car broke down and I gotta go get it fixed. I think Sim Nation Travel has cars that'll actually like break down and require fuel and stuff, so I might start incorporating, if like the max 20 cars and the cars from Sim Nation Travel just did like a collaboration or something, that'd be fantastic, because I would love for these cars to be at least semi-functional. I know that you can travel in them, but they don't have like buffs, or like they don't need to be repaired, they don't need to be fixed. Like, can someone please, anybody please? But anyways, that's pretty much all that's going on here. This is called Carl's Workshop. I wanted to just be very stereotypical man workshop, so that's what it is. I'm excited to make Carl. I think he's going to be a fun sim to make. But yeah, this was a shorter video. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw. If you saw anything and you were like, Pixa, what is that? We want to know more about that. Do feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Again, if you see any CC you want, feel free to ask. I will let you know where I got it. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. This is Briarwood. I'm Pixa, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.